Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for Virgo season 2023. So let's get into this. It looks to me like right now you are dealing with a lot of blockages around a relationship in your life dissolving, most likely a romantic relationship dissolving. It seems like you're feeling like out of control in your life, like you can't move forward and take the small steps that you want to rebuild your life financially or just practically. Like they're with the Hanged Man in your challenge position, it's like things are at a standstill. And another challenge for you is the Emperor here. So this could be a father figure in your life that this has to do with the Lovers in reverse. You know, it could be a marriage, you know, with a father involved, father of your children. And so it looks like that it's just, we have a lot of planets retrograde right now. Mercury is in the middle of its retrograde. Venus is coming out of it. Jupiter is retrograde. I think there's even more than that. I'm not an astrologer yet. But it just looks like right now, what you need to be doing with this frustrating period where you can't move forward and start taking steps that you want to in your life, you need to be just getting a new perspective on things. Use this time to just kind of sit back and watch around you and get new perspective, you know, see things from a different mindset right now. When it's time for things to move forward, they will. So just use this time wisely for the reason that it's being given to you. So it looks like you are extremely clear on what you want and communicating that very effectively right now. However, you might be sort of two minds, with you being a water sign, showing up as the Queen of Cups in reverse. This decision and this sort of like decisive attitude about what you need or what you want might be throwing your feelings sort of into disarray right now. You know, you're, as a Cancer, extremely nurturing and loving, and maybe having to go into your head and make a decision that seems rational or like overly rational or cold might be kind of bringing out a new side of who you are. And it just seems like with that card and that cup being in reverse, it doesn't feel good for you. And that might have to do with the Hanged Man card, and that might be the new perspective that you're getting, you know, having to just sit through this period of, you know, having made this decision. If you're letting a relationship go, if you're getting divorced, if you're separating from a father figure in any way in your life right now, you know, that involves other people in your life. So you could be watching, you know, this decision and this action that you've taken all sort of like ripple out and reverberate around you. And I sense that you'd much just rather like to move on in your life and just start building something new. And I don't think that that's just not where you're supposed to go yet. You're supposed to feel these uncomfortable feelings. But I suspect it's very hard for you, Cancer. At the bottom of the reading here, we have the King of Swords. So, you know, this masculine energy in your life, you know, I always say there's no gender in tarot. You might be a female or a male watching this, but I feel like the person I'm reading for is showing up more feminine in this reading. So the opposite energy of you, whoever this person that you're dealing with, and we do have an Emperor, so it does look like it's more of a masculine energy that you're dealing with. This person is very like rational and cold, and a really kind of like shrewd communicator, not like sugarcoat it and make it all lovey-dovey kind of person. This person just kind of like cuts through to whatever is going on and says whatever is on their mind. And it looks like this person is really waiting for like a new financial opportunity to come in their life. Like they're waiting for money to come in from something, and they're also waiting to be able to work together as a team to have a happy family. So that could be with you, that could be with someone else. Like this person is sort of like waiting for the coins to roll in to be able to build a happy family. So that could be across so many different contexts and all the different people's lives out there. I don't want to put too many specifics on it because I can't when I do a general reading. This person is in the upright. All the cards are in the upright. So I don't see anything malicious with this person. They're just much more of a like heady energy than you're probably comfortable dealing with. It looks like in the past, you got really in touch with your intuition. You may have had some counseling. You may have had some really good advice from women in your life. You may have just gotten in touch with your divine feminine energy. And it really put you into like a position of power and even sexuality. Like you might have just taken that divine feminine part of yourself and gotten really like sexual and sensual with people and just started to really enjoy that energy. And it looks like it's like with the Six of Cups in reverse here, it was sort of a decision. It helped you in a process of separating from the past and sort of, moving into a new version of yourself. And so I could see how that could definitely give you that Queen of Wands energy, could really give you that strength to make this big decision in your life to really let a relationship and a love go. So it looks like in the near future, you are going to be extremely busy and really struggling with balancing everything financially and kind of work-wise and just that's on your plate having to do with this big change. When it's the Tower in reverse, it's like you initiated the change yourself. So it didn't like God didn't just send a lightning bolt out of the sky to shake up your life. Like you knew it was coming. You chose it. You planned for it. It's not a shock, but it's like there will be a big change coming. Like it seems like it's building to it right now with this waiting period when, you're just feeling all your feelings. That change is going to probably come in the next 1 to 3 months time period wise. And it's going to make you really have to balance a lot. It's going to be tricky, but I see you doing a really good job of it. And, with the kind of waves in the background with this Two of Pentacles card, it's like the emotions could continue to be tumultuous for you. And so that's going to be like bubbling under the surface with all this busyness that you're going to be dealing with. And it seems like with the Justice card in the upright, in the near future, like it looks like things are going to go your way legally if you are dealing with a divorce or some type of legal proceeding around letting go of this relationship or this family tie. So that's encouraging. But it's kind of like it's not really going to make you happy maybe like you thought it would with this Nine of Cups in reverse. So you have the Four of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups, and you have the Nine of Cups in reverse with that Justice upright. So it's like, I get the sense that you're not going to be, even though legally things might go your way, you're not going to be feeling like you got what you wanted. And you could be overwhelmed with all the different choices and options that you're going to have to make once this change is finalized. So much so that you might like really start to just become really guarded with people, and you might, you know, financially as well, you might have to be like more of a penny pincher than you're used to being. That could be part of it. But I honestly see this more as like an emotional, like I thought, you know, this was going to make me happy. Now I'm out here with all these different options. And, you know, in these cups, like it's so confusing. It's like a period of confusion and overwhelm. Like there's one cup where you can't even see what's under the blanket. There's another cup that has a snake in it. There's just so many options. It's like the person, well, you in this case, might feel like you don't know what to choose because it's so confusing for you. So beware of that energy. And so it looks like right now, it looks really positive, and we have another confirmation with the Four of Wands in reverse coming in for like the divorce card or the loss of a relationship card. It looks like because of that loss of a relationship, you're feeling less isolated with this Five of Coins in reverse. Your money could be pretty good right now. It doesn't look, I don't see anything about financial struggles at the moment for you. Like you've connected more with community, support, friends, love. You know, if you're a person of faith, you might be having renewed faith in your life at this time. You don't feel alone and, you know, abandoned as probably you did in the past. You also have more energy. With this Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like you don't feel like you're fighting every second of the day anymore. Like you can maybe just sit down and take a deep breath and relax now. However, you're still tied to this Devil energy. So this is extreme bondage and codependency on another person. And I'll talk more about that in a second. But with the Star card in reverse here, it's like that not being free of that is blocking your options for healing at this time. So this, you know, it could be that you're still like legally tied to this person. It could be that you are, you know, dealing with codependency issues and that hasn't been healed yet. Like you can get the narcissist out of your life or the toxic partner out of your life, but then you have to sit there and realize, okay, how am I contributing to that dynamic in myself? So I'm not sure if it's, you know, this, you're still kind of like stuck with this person and you can't move forward yet. You can't free yourself because of it's just like a situation that you haven't been able to get out of yet, or if it's a deeper issue with like relationship and love addiction with yourself. So pay attention to that. It looks like in your environment right now, there is someone who is offering you like a passionate new beginning. This could be intense sexual chemistry and energy with this person. This person does not seem to have financial stability in their life. With this 10 of coins in reverse, they do not have stable money or wealth or a home for themselves at this time. And it looks like that is extremely a huge burden for them to carry, and like that lack of financial stability is extremely draining and stressful for them. And so either in their life or in the connection with you, they're just really trying to stay balanced as they can right now. So, I mean, there could be, it's interesting because there's like a lot of passion. Obviously, there could be some sex going on, but they're not giving into that passion. Like, they're staying very focused on like how to relieve that financial burden in their life at this time. And they're really just moving forward as fast and as strong as they can, like against all odds. Like, this person, we've got to hand it to them that they are lifting a very heavy load with a lot of enthusiasm at this time. So it seems like with your hopes and fears here, like with this moon in reverse here, you just want everything out in the open. You do not want anything hidden. You don't want people lying to you. You don't want, mental health issues, depression, you want to see everything really clearly. You want to stay in this Ace of Swords energy that you're in. But I do see like a little bit of fear around dealing with your grief over the loss of a relationship, and that you might be sort of medicating that with this partying card. So you might be having a lot of fun, but doing it in a way that kind of self-medicates you from sitting with those feelings. So, I was kind of seeing the moon in reverse as like, you don't want that hidden motives or hidden feelings or hidden agendas from people around you. But that could apply to you too. Like, you might need to get more honest with yourself about some of your like deeper, darker emotions that, don't always get brought to the surface until you have a situation like this come up. So the outcome kind of throws me for a teeny weeny loop, because it just seems like it's something that I don't quite understand. I don't know if this is potentially about that this passionate connection you have in your environment position here, where I was talking about the person who has the heavy burden and the heavy financial issues at this time. I'm just going to read it like I see it, and you'll have to determine what situation in your life it applies to. So we have the 3 of Swords in reverse in the outcome. So when that card's reversed, it's actually a positive thing, because, it kind of takes some of the, it's obviously the card of heartbreak, clearly, with that image, and it can be third-party energy. So with this 2 of Wands here, I'm feeling like there's going to be some either delay or falling out in a connection you have with someone. And it could bring heartbreak, although it's not as strong with that card being in reverse. We also have the 10 of Swords in reverse. So it's like, it could be a temporary falling out. It could be a temporary heartbreak. We have the 7 of Swords popping up here with the 3 of Swords in reverse. So that, kind of speaks again to dishonesty, third party energy, feeling like someone isn't being honest. And it could just make you go a little bit more back into that like feeling guarded energy I talked about coming in the near future. And bringing back that feeling that you're releasing now, where I was saying you're releasing that feeling of feeling like you have to fight and struggle all the time and always be on edge and always be like in your reserve energy. Like it might bring that back up for you. And it looks like I pulled some oracle cards. It says this friendship is leading to more, and there's interference. An external party is intruding on this relationship. So you might have like sort of a friend situation, a friend with benefits situation that either dissolves or gets, delayed from moving to the next stage, and it could cause you some heartbreak. However, I don't see it being completely over. It seems like, I'm not saying it doesn't need to be. I'm not seeing a ton of like promise for the connection, but I'm also not seeing it being definitively over. I don't love these cards for you. This is, if you're coming through a really hard time of letting something go, and then you're having sort of like this, there's no majors here. These are minor cards. These are like, you're dealing with majors in your current situation right now. This is like a big change of chapter in your life. What's coming in the next like 6 to 12 months with this sort of falling out or pause in a connection with you that causes you to feel, run down and like I see you being sort of conflict avoidant too, and maybe kind of having some depression, like with this 4 of Cups in reverse. It's like, this energy of, I don't want anything. Like if I can't have this, then I don't want anything. That, I just don't love that for you. So I just want you to be aware that this sort of, once you move out of this bigger situation, you could be moving into like a little minor version of the situation that's not going to hurt as bad. But, it's to be determined if it, tarot is not seeing forever and ever into the future. We're just working with a short timeline here. So we'll see what happens after, this pause or this connection dissolves. It's not going to be forever. It could come back around. How you deal with that is going to be up to you, Cancer. And I forgot to say at the bottom of the deck what you have here. To me, it looks like you're having some type of plan or new opportunity in work that is going to help you deal with some financial issues. That it's like, this is going to be a surprise. You're going to have like a new opportunity kind of just land in your lap that, you're going to have to work really hard at it. But I think financially you'll have enough need that you'll be motivated to do it. And it looks super positive and like a really good opportunity for you. So that is my reading for you, Cancer. Take care.